Sanibonani bafundi, ngithemba ukuthi nikahle. Namhlanje sizofunda ukuhluza indaba. Today we are going to look at the things that we look at when we are analyzing a novel. They are in no kind of what can I say, sequence. So I just put whatever it is that you need to look at. You can organize it in your own way. Alright, siqala-ke ngokukhula kwegameko. This is the growth of or the progression of the story. Kuthiwa laphana inkinga ebeyethulwe yangokuya ishuba, imvamisa kuba ngathi iyalunga kuphinde kube nezinye ingqinamba. Kunabalingiswa abanye abalekelela ekukhuleni kwendaba kamlingisi omkhulu. Basiza ukuthi ixazululeke, kokunye basiza ukuthi ishube kakhulu. So the writer will introduce a problem that the main character has, or maybe a few characters have, in the beginning of the story or in the beginning of the book. And then this problem goes on and on, and it progresses, it progresses. Now in order for this story to progress, there has to be other characters as well that are helping the main character in progressing in the story. So it's either the helping characters are helping the main character find a solution, or they are the ones who are making life difficult for the main character. They are the ones that are making things go even worse. Okay, so usually the writer will start with a problem, and then as the story progresses, gives you hope that, you know what, now things are going to be okay, this character is going to be fine, all this is going to go away. And then something happens, we go back to square one, or there's even more problems. Okay, so that is how the story grows. Then kube uvuthondaba. Uvuthondaba is the climax. Okay, so masifunda indaba kuba sifika la sithi khona uvuthondaba. Ilapho indaba isishisa ngempela, kusuke sekunzima ukuyeka ukuyifunda, kuvela amaqiniso abelokhu eyimfihlo, abalingiswa sebebhekene ney'nqumo okunzima ukuzithatha, kokunye basuke sebebhekene nengozi noma isimo esingenza belahlekelwe kakhulu. So this is where now the story is really heated. It's difficult for the reader to put the book down because now things are getting heated. The events there are just so heated. You want to know what's going to happen. This is where the truths that we did not know finally come out. Usually the main character or the main characters are now facing a decision that they have to make, which is a hard decision which could change their lives in a way. In other stories, you will find that the main character is facing danger, or they're facing they're in a situation where if things go wrong, they could lose everything. So the reader just stays glued to the book during this time. Bese kuba ibohlololo, and then we come to ibohlololo, which is the unraveling of the plot. So now we have reached the climax where all the truths were there. We found out who killed who and who covered up for who, for example. Now we know all these truths. Then we reach ibohlololo, the unraveling of the plot. So this is where now they are just explaining how exactly this happened. They're putting more details into what you already know, so that the excitement is not there anymore, but you're still curious because you want to find out how did things actually turn the way they turned. Bese kuba iphola vuthondaba. Iphola vuthondaba, that is a plot twist. So that's when what you were expecting to happen doesn't really happen. Ukuvela komphumela odumazayo emuva kokwenyuka kwamaphaphu ngenxa yezigameko ezishubile. Emva kalokho kuba nesiphetho, then we have a conclusion of the story, how the story ends. There's three types as well. Isiphetho esivulekile, if I directly translate it, it is an open conclusion. Number two, isiphetho esivalekile, a closed conclusion. Number three, isiphetho esiyingwijikhwebu, a confusing conclusion. Ake sibheke ukuthi kuchaza ukuthini lokhu. Let's have a look at these different types of conclusions. Okay. Isiphetho esivulekile, umbhali ushiya nemibuzo ekumele siyibuze yona mayelana nokuthi indaba iphethe kanjani. So an open conclusion, the writer just leaves it hanging and you make your own conclusion from it. So usually there's like a lot of different conclusions that one can make. So you just find peace with the one that you feel resonates with you. So you will ask yourself questions and answer those questions yourself and then come to the conclusion yourself. Isiphetho esivalekile sishiya siyiphendule yonke imibuzo, kungabi bikho kudideka ngesiphetho. A closed conclusion, this is where the writer makes sure that they close all the loops and you find answers to everything that has been happening in the story. Isiphetho esiyingwijikhwebu, indaba iphetha ngeke singakulindele nhlobo, isishiya simangele. So this is more like a plot twist. This is whereby the conclusion is totally different from what we expected as the readers. Okay. Then there is ukujeqeza emuva. That is looking back or a flashback or a callback. So the writer usually would use this to make us understand or how the main character or how the situation ended up being where the story started from. So, for example, a person starts, a book starts with a person who needs money urgently because they owe someone the money. So then, as the book progresses or as the story progresses, the writer will use a flashback or a callback whereby they now explain how this person ended up owing money to these people. Okay? So isu lokubuyisa igameko ezenzeke ngaphambili ukuze siqonde okwenzeka manje so that we can understand what is happening now. So it gives us insight to what was happening before. And then ukubikezela imininingwane engasenza sisole ukuthi kungase kwenzekeni ngemuva endabeni. Kokunye asiyinaki le mininingwane siyibona kamuva sekwenzeka okuthile ukuthi leyo mininingwane ibiwuphawu lokuthini. So ukubikezela is sort of hinting. The writer will give you hints on what is going to happen as the story progresses. Sometimes we do not pay attention to these little hints. We just look it over, and then when the story progresses, and when we find an incident to connect with these hints, we actually find the connection between the two. Okay, I hope I'm understandable. Bese kuba udweshu. Udweshu is conflict, udweshu lwangaphakathi nolwangaphandle. Okay, so there's internal conflict and there's also external conflict, which I believe most of you already know. Udweshu lwangaphakathi, that's internal conflict. Uhlushwa inkinga yedwa nemicabango yakhe, abanye abalingisa bangahle bangalazi lolu dweshu analo umlingiswa omkhulu. Okay, so this is where the main character has a big problem, internal conflict. They don't know what to do. They're trying to decide what they need to do. They have this major conflict within them, and usually the other characters do not know that this character has this problem. Okay, so it's an internal conflict. Udweshu lwangaphandle, external conflict, iy'nkinga zangaphandle ezibhekene nomlingisa. Lolu dweshu lungabangwa abanye abalingiswa. So this is external conflict. This is an external problem. The person has conflict with the other characters. Okay, other characters might be contributing to this conflict that is happening. Okay, so it's not something that the character is going through alone. Then bese kuba uheho. This is attraction, the way that a tactic that the writer will use to attract you as the reader. Izimo ey'vela endabeni ezenza sifune ukwazi ukuthi indaba iqhubeka kanjani. So the writer will just pop in something that will attract you, that will make you want to come back and read and continue through the other chapters. Okay, usually maybe at the end of the chapter they hint something and you want to find out how is that going to work out, so you go over to another chapter. Okay, that's called uheho. Abalingiswa, kunokuvezwa kwabalingiswa nenhlobo zabalingiswa. So these are the characters. There's a way that the writer will reveal each character to you, and then there's types of characters as well. So ukuvezwa kwabalingiswa, umbhali unendlela asivezela ngayo abalingisa endabeni ukuze sibaqonde kahle. Uchaza ngendlela ebaluleke ngayo indlela abukeka ngayo, ubudala, isimilo sabo. Kokunye abalingiswa bazichaza bona ngezenzo zabo kanye nenkulumo yabo uma bexoxa nabanye abalingiswa. Bangavezwa ngalokho okushiwo abanye abalingiswa ngabo. Okay, so this is whereby as I said, the writer is trying to reveal the characters. The character may be revealed by him using adjectives to explain how the character looks, what they're wearing, and all that. Sometimes the writer may use the character's actions for you to actually see what type of a person that character is. In other instances, the writer may use another character to explain another character's role or how the character is. Bese kuba iy'nhlobo zabalingiswa, the types of characters. Umlingiswa ngamunye uneqhaza ekukhuleni kwendaba. So each of the characters has a role to play in the growth of the story or the progression of the story. Umlingiswa omkhulu, indaba imayelana nawo. You have the main character so who is just the center of everything. The story is about him or her. Abalingiswa abancane abalelelela ekukhuleni kwendaba, we have other characters that are helping in progression of this story. Bese kuba umlingisa oyindilinga, umlingisa oguqukayo endabeni. Kungenzeka iqale indaba engumlingisa onenhliziyo enhle, bese ekupheleni ebe umlingisa ononya. Okay, then there is umlingisa oyindilinga, a character that is what can I say? You may find that the character is a good person at the beginning of the story, but then at the end, they end up being a bad person. So that's the type of character umlingiso oyindilinga is. Then there is umlandi, that's the narrator, umuntu wokuqala nomuntu wesithathu. You have a first person narrator and you have a third person narrator, which I believe you already know. Umlando womuntu wokuqala, first person narrator, lo indaba isuke ixoxa ngumlingisi omkhulu endabeni. Igameko zitholakala kalula ngoba zisuke ziphuma kumnini indaba. Umlandi ukwazi ukuxoxa ngegameko abe khona zenzeka. So the first person narrator is the main character talking about what he or she went through, and he or she can only mention the things that happened when they were around. Okay, umlando womuntu wesithathu, a third person narrator, is the one that is not in the story. Okay, akabambi iqhaza ezigamekweni ezenzeka endabeni, kodwa unamehlo abona konke okwenzeka kubalingiswa, ngisho imidlinzo, imicabango namaphupho. Akukho okusigejayo endabeni ngoba wazi konke okwenzakalayo. So if the story is written by a third person narrator, then we get insights to the thoughts of all the characters. We get insights on things that are done in secret, because this person is not in the story, but they have eyes everywhere. Okay? Bese kuba indikimba. Indikimba, that is the main idea of the story. Umlayezo wombhali. What is the writer trying to communicate with us? So you find this a full explanation of indikimba once you have read the whole story. Siyithola kahle uma sesifunde sayiqeda indaba. Okay, and then bese kuba umoya. Let me just. Yes, and then bese kuba isizinda. Isizinda is divided into three: inkathi, time; indawo, place; isimo senhlalo, the way of living. So when you are asked about isizinda, you have to talk about inkathi. When did this story happen? Did it happen nowadays? Did it happen in the olden days? Which time frame? In which time frame did the story happen? Indawo, a place. Is it in town? Is it at the farm? Is it in the rural areas? Is it in a township? You explain. Isimo senhlalo, the way of living. Are people living in poverty? Are they living under high rates of unemployment? Are they living under discrimination? Things like that. Okay. Bese kuba umoya wendaba. This is just the emotion that the story brings when you read it. Is it sad? Does it make you happy? Does it make you excited? Okay. And then that is it. I know this was a very long slide, but it was very informative. Okay. Salani kahle.